biggest problem I had was with the wire. Couldn't keep that thing in. And we lost the first 2 games. They mic'd you. I didn't know you'd do that. I got mic'd, but I had it in my pocket the first 2 games. We lost, so figured I'd saw Popovich and those guys, the one wear it on the tie. I did it and it kept falling all over myself, so blame it on that. Go ahead.
How do you think the team played after Dwight fouled out?
I think defensively, for the most part, you know, I thought we'd have to think we did a pretty darn good job the whole night. You know, they got a lot of people that can do a lot of things. They got a coach who's puts them in position to be successful. You know, that being said, they got 90 points. The board hurt us. I think the board hurt us, especially when Dwight fouled out, you know, or was on the bench. You know, Vortek got his hands on a lot of balls, and that hurt. But I never thought I'd coach a team that a third of their shots would be threes. And you know, it's hard to offensive rebound a 3-pointer. It's hard to get to the free throw line taking a 3. And it puts you in jeopardy, you know, getting back. So it didn't matter if Dwight was in or out. I thought we got a little bit, you know, anxious offensively to take too many outside shots. 8 minutes to go in the game, we're in bonus, we're shooting outside jumpers. But you know, again, I thought we defended well enough. We just, you know, have had a hard time understanding what a good shot is and how we can do better.
Larry, what was the play call with 31.4 seconds left? You're coming out of a timeout. You were down 1. What was the call out of that timeout?
We got to play.
Jack took a lot.
I wanted to get a good shot, but I didn't mind Jack taking that 3. He was wide open. You know, he makes big shots. He's got courage. I didn't mind that one. I wanted a quick shot. We knew we were going to foul. We only had 1 timeout. I tried to get their attention before we called the timeout, you know, while the possession was coming. And we unfortunately made a pass and couldn't advance, so we had to waste the timeout. But 31 and change, you know, we have a play that we think we can get a good shot. Sometimes it comes outside, but we usually have the board covered where we have a chance to rebound it. And you know, I'll take Steven Jackson on that shot, you know, anytime. But you know, prior to that, we took too many shots from the outside, especially when we were in the bonus, and that, I think, impacted the game.
Larry, just Jameer Nelson making plays again, obviously dominates early and then late making plays. Is it just you have to deal with him or something else, the Magic with their weapons?
Well, I mean, you look at the game, Dwight, you know, when he was in, he was dominant on both ends. We did a reasonably good job on Vince. I don't think he can do better than that. We did a reasonably good job on Rashad, even though he hits, you know, a huge 3. You know, but Jameer dominated the game again. You know, the 19 points in the first quarter, you know, was special. But I thought the last 8 minutes of the game, he got everybody a shot. He got the ball anywhere he wanted. You know, he took what was there, and he was phenomenal. He's been phenomenal this series. You know, I think you get in the playoffs, your best player's got to step up, and he certainly has stepped up.
When the way you started off and he is so crazy in the first quarter, and yet you come back and into the first half, it felt like you kind of had them solved. What was kind of the message going in the second half, and how did you feel moving forward at that point?
Well, I mean, I give the same message, and you know, it's amazing. I want us to run on every play. You know, try to get an easy shot. But if we don't have an easy shot, I want us to have some organization where we know where the shot's coming and we got a chance to rebound it and get back and maybe even get fouled. But we have a hard time carrying out our assignment. You know, we have turnovers where, you know, their defense might be set and we don't have our offense set. We had 3 or 4 screening fouls, you know, where we don't wait for the big guy to set a screen. And we come off him and it's, you know, I know it's a turnover and a dead ball situation, but we can ill afford to have turnovers. But again, we defended well. We just got to do a better job of executing, and we can't take 23 threes. Now a lot of, you know, some of them came at the end. You know, some of them were good. Boris had a wide open look that we needed. You know, Jax was wide open, but Gerald Wallace, I don't know if Gerald Wallace touched the ball in the fourth quarter. And he's got to be more involved, and we got to be disciplined enough. If you watch us play, we come down one side. I didn't know every play we come down the right side, but when we do that, Gerald's on the left side. He might as well turn and run back. And it's, you know, we gotta keep it in the middle and then break it off and then somehow get the ball from strong to weak, and that'll give us a better chance. But they're good. You know, you gotta admire them with Dwight getting foul trouble and fouling out, how they were ready to, they still didn't fold, they were disciplined, they executed, and they got a well-deserved win.
Yeah. 2 of your 3 centers didn't have a rebound tonight, Tyson and Theo. Are they just too concerned with Dwight, you think, and not attacking the board, or is the fouls?
Well, our center's got 1 defensive rebound, no block shots. Now that has nothing to do with Dwight Howard. And they got I think we might have gotten 1 offensive rebound. That has nothing to do with Dwight Howard, because he's probably going to try to block a shot. So, but we can, you know, I can coach better, which is the first problem, and then we have to have some guys step up. You know, we have to have, we're not good enough to have 1 or 2 guys playing at a high level. You know, Larry Hughes came in and Tyrus Thomas came in. DJ, their energy was phenomenal, and they were real positive, I thought. Even DJ didn't make a shot, but the energy was there. But we have to have everybody, you know, playing at a high level against this quality team.
Danielle, and then last one.
Coach, mentally moving forward, what's the message you give your guys to stay in the fight down 0-3?
Well, I get the same. You know, the crowd was great. You know, people are dying here wanting to help us win. You know, I tried to tell them how good I think we've defended. I think throughout the series, you know, we've done a wonderful job in that respect. But you know, as far as I'm concerned, we got to win the first possession, you know, the next game, and build on that. I learned a long time ago, you know, this stuff doesn't end unless you want it to end. So I guess my message is let's try to focus on the things we did good and build on that, and the things that we didn't do so well, you know, try to figure out how we can do better. And that's my message.
Thank you.